nation is now the ultimate power in the universe.
What is up, everybody? Let's put up that graphic. Yes, baby Brad.
Oh my God.
I'm never going to stop using that. Let's switch this over here. Looking at you there. Baby Brad with adult Brad.
Yeah, okay. You should put mine right next to him so we can duke it out.
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? Brad, good to have you on the show.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. How's your computer doing?
It's better than the old one.
Excellent.
Not an hour and a half of updates.
Excellent. So everybody in the chat, thank you very much for your patience. Thank you for stopping by this Saturday, our special Scarif Live, our usual Scarif Live, but it's special because we're shill shacking tonight. Woo-hoo! Excellent. Wanted to ask you if you cashed your Disney check. Did you cash
and
your Disney check?
Know this, man.
Oh yeah, baby. Look at
they
that.
Pay
Look
out in Imperial credits that Mickey Mouse owns.
Excellent. Yeah.
The power behind the throne.
Excellent. That's good. I'm glad you got your check.
All hail Kathleen Kennedy.
Don't say that too loud, man. Some people might get confused. Fuck them.
Oh, yeah. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. So fuck them.
That's actually quite true, but that's another podcast. So
is it? I don't know. I'm in a mood. Might get interesting.
I think it is this podcast. All right. Who do we got in the chat? Look at that. Oh my God. You know what? You sent me a picture of that and it looks smaller than what it is.
Yeah. I figured I'd bring it on because you wouldn't be able to see.
Holy moly.
Yeah. This thing's nice. And
wow.
we had to find the perfect place on the wall. But I want to show everybody the Red 5 Tavern.
Look at that.
Amy got me for my birthday. And it's wood and the engraving is just amazing on there. So can't wait to put that up on the wall.
That is nice.
Repping the Red 5, baby.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
How often do you get to combine D&D and Star Wars? It's amazing.
It's amazing technology these days. Absolutely. So who do we got in the chat? We got
everybody.
Everybody's in the chat. Thank you very much. We got Kelly. She'll be moderating our chat tonight. So everybody behave. There's Blake. And
what's up, Balake?
B to the L to the A. Tina. Our girl Tina. Thank you very much for stopping by, Tina. Who else we got? Vader Rapina, one of our favorite retweeters and followers. Vader, what's up? He just celebrated a birthday.
Happy birthday.
All the cool people have birthdays in September, I think.
Not according to the other guy.
I don't know that other guy. Who cares?
The reason for the show.
Oh, backyard TARDIS, Nick.
Here's what people don't realize. When they insult us or try to aggravate us, that just fuels us. Like I remember when someone said it was always shady on Scarif, and then we're like, you know what? We need to make an M&M on Scarif. And that was like one of the coolest graphics. So who ended up making that? Was that Rob that made that, or was that you? Did you make that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's always shady on Scarif.
And we made a t-shirt and sold a few and made a profit from their mocking.
So please
continue. Just wanted to say some more hellos. We got Backyard TARDIS, Nicholas Schaefer. Thank you very much for joining us, Nick, one of our patrons and one of Red 5 Network super fans. Thank you very much. We got Tina. Did I say Tina already? Because Tina is hot. She's on fire in here. Look at that.
Ooh.
Woohoo. Dragon Buddy, thank you very much. Dragon Buddy, everybody in the chat. Let's see. Who else? I'm going down the line here.
Speaking of being in the chat, before I forget, if you won the Cara Dune pop from last week or from our birthday episode, just let us know in the comments. We got everybody. I got everybody, but we knew we did some swappy swaps. And I think somebody swapped.
Alan
got Darth Maul instead.
But I don't know.
You didn't have a name next to Cara Dune.
Because I don't think I think he left it aside.
No, somebody. I ended up going back to another question, and somebody got it.
Oh, okay. You know, we could go back and listen to the show and see.
No, you could.
No.
You know I don't do that kind of shit.
Nicole is in the chat. Thank you very much, Nicole, for stopping by to the Shill Shack.
The Shill Shack.
I forgot to put laser eyes on your baby graphic. All right. So there's a lot of people waiting in the chat. They're waiting for some news, and because I told them to be here. We watched the D23 Expo, so you don't have to. Well, you could if you want to, but we did most of the heavy lifting. We started a couple of days ago, and I think most of the really cool news or some of the interesting stuff happened today, because today was the MCU / Lucasfilm Expo, the panels. And we got some really interesting stuff going, but let's you want to start with some of the early stuff.
The Little Mermaid trailer, is that where we're starting?
Let's talk Little Mermaid.
Couldn't be more excited. Next topic.
Absolutely. No, so one of the first things I heard, because I'm jotting down some notes, Disney CEO Bob Chapek got booed by the fans during the Disney Legend Expo panel. How embarrassing is that?
He's crying all the way to the bank.
Yeah, absolutely. But who knows? Wow.
What was the context of the booing? Do we know?
I don't know. I'm sure somebody in the chat might be able to tell us.
Well, just like the in the NFL draft, every time the commissioner comes on, they all boo him.
Sure.
I mean, they've been doing that for years now. It doesn't seem to affect him at all.
Yeah. All the way to the bank. There's a new movie. There's a couple of new movies. One thing that I noticed about what is going on with Disney is they're remaking a lot of their classic animated films. What is up with that?
I don't know. I saw the Pinocchio. It's like whenever we talk Solo, and I guess we do have to make a Solo show now since the tweet got enough responses. But I don't know. It's like they have all the talent in the world in Hollywood, and all they do is recycle stuff. I mean, I guess we don't complain when Batman gets recycled, but who asked for a Little Mermaid? Who asked for Lion King? Pinocchio.
I mean, the Pinocchio one is odd. I mean, they're all odd because you have the classics, unless you're divvying out something new or a new take on the story. I mean, Pinocchio seems like the exact same thing, and it's getting review bombed.
I guess they got to recycle now, because remember when Disney, I don't think they do this anymore. I guess they can't because of Disney Plus, but remember the Vault, when Disney had the Vault, they would lock movies up for years and then just release them, and then and then go like hotcakes after, when they release them from the Vault again. But I guess
I remember that.
Yeah, I guess they have to change their business model since they can't do the Vault anymore.
But it's funny though, because aren't they like spending more money by doing these? I don't know.
It's weird. It's like we've talked about on the show before. I think it's just something to consume.
Sure.
If you look in the chat, I agree with just about anybody who's talking about the 1989 sheet, 87, 89,
right?
Little Mermaid. I mean, that's and of course there's all the nasty little innuendos in the cartoon movies, and those are great.
Sure.
I don't need a remake.
Yeah. So a couple of sequels. We have Inside Out 2 for the kids. You've got a movie called Disenchanted, which somebody said they were looking forward to it. I think maybe 2 or 3 people.
Yep.
A new Pixar movie called Elio. A boy is transported across the galaxy and is mistaken for an intergalactic ambassador of the Earth.
It happens.
Hate when that happens. Yeah. But you know what? I mean, Pixar, I know the last few Pixar movies have been, folks have not really liked them. What was the last one? I don't even remember. I think my son is 18 or 17, and I think I aged out of watching Pixar movies, although I don't know.
I mean, Toy Story is Pixar, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the last one I saw.
Yeah. But getting back to some of the stuff that we are really interested in. So early on, I think it was yesterday, early morning, I had seen a shot of Boba Fett on a large display at D23. And I'm wondering, and I wanted to get your take. I'm wondering if that means that possibly there's some talk, some scuttlebutt, if you will, about bringing Boba Fett back for a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. What do you think of that?
If man, I would I would love to be. I saw the responses that you got to the tweet. They didn't look overwhelmingly positive, and I think they just blew the first season. So I mean, there was a few people that liked it,
Sure.
a few, but I don't know what the plot line would be. But if they have the right creative team, if they had Filoni and Favreau working on it, maybe. But I mean, actually working on it.
Right.
The formula that they use though for that first season, I don't know. I watched it. We watched it once. We did our shows on it, and I can't even remember how the hell it ended up. Let's see. There was a cheesy fight, and then did he turn over the reins to somebody, or did he keep it? He turned it over. Did he turn? I can't remember.
I think he gave up, and he said, "Why do we need to be the crime bosses?" I don't know.
Okay. As Vader is saying in the chat,
Right.
I mean, if he goes back to bounty hunting now, the point you've made before about Vader not getting the show, I think the same is true, if not more, about Boba Fett. The reason why he was so cool is because we knew so little about him.
Right.
So it would have to be a completely different formula. He would have to be bounty hunting. It would have to be a completely different formula for me to want to watch that. And I hate to say that as a Star Wars show, but I can't do that crap again. And it can't be. It's got to be adult. It can't be lighthearted.
Right.
I mean, I thought Obi-Wan. I thought that series was very grown up, and was targeting the right audience, with the exception of the Reva side story, and that had its dark moments. It would have to be on par with that, and I guess we'll see with Andor how adult and maybe dark Disney's willing to go.
Well, I feel that, and you and I, we've had this discussion before. I feel that what we've gotten so far from Star Wars is not as adult as I was hoping. Book of Boba Fett was in my opinion, it was very safe. It was not exactly what I thought a series about one of Galaxy's most wretched bounty hunters would turn into. What's up, Dave Richards? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Dave.
It's obviously that's one of the reasons I'm really excited for Andor, because it does look like, they're going dark. They're going, political intrigue, spy thriller type of thing. It's very adult.
Yeah.
One of the things that I don't like about the Mandalorian, and there's a lot of stuff that I do like about Mandalorian, but I'm not really digging this whole daddy issue with Grogu and Din Djarin, playing babysitter. I want some adult action, some adult Star Wars, seriousness. I don't think we're going to get it in season 3. We might get more in season 3 than we have in the past. Obviously Grogu is a big star, and he's still in it, but we'll see what happens in season 3, and we'll talk about that trailer in season 3. But what were you going to say?
Do you think Book of Boba Fett turned out? Do you think that final product that we got, do you think that's how they planned it?
Planned it?
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's assume they had something planned.
Okay.
Do you think that final, is that what they meant to make?
It's hard to say, because those 2 episodes snuck in there that were totally Mandalorian and had nothing to do with Boba Fett. I feel I don't know. It's a good question. We're never going to know unless we are a fly in the wall in a Lucasfilm boardroom. But I don't know. I don't think that's what they planned, and maybe they realized that the season was going to be short and they threw those in. I don't know. I think maybe Dave Richards says COVID, and yeah, there's a lot of things that were stifled during COVID planning and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yes, COVID was a thing. I'm personally sick of blaming everything that turns out to shit on Yoda on COVID. That's all.
Yeah.
I was reading Baby Yoda as I said that. Yeah, we can say COVID, and that did disrupt production. 20 and 21, but some things are just shit. I think.
Right.
Actually, we're being really bad at being shills. We gotta get back on track. This
sure. But
track ever.
I did. Here's the thing. Okay, getting back to being shills. Okay. I will watch anything Star Wars because it says Star Wars. I want to get back into that universe, into that galaxy. If I don't like it, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
We'll do a show about it. But I'm not, and obviously I know there's accounts out there that hate stuff like automatically right off the bat without seeing a damn frame.
Wait, speaking of people that hate us, I just want to give the shout out to all those people that are not actually in the chat, but are watching us and will talk shit about us later on Twitter. We appreciate you watching us in stealth mode because I know you're watching and you know who you are. And I just want to say it touches my heart that you can't get enough of us and you're going to talk about us later. So, but just, I don't watch your show because I can't. But thank you so much for watching ours. And thank you for the plugs later on Twitter. Thank you. You know who you are.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Yeah. I don't watch them because I just don't want to.
Yeah.
All right, getting back to the shill. So did you see, here's a really cool, quick little announcement. So, you know how Disney's got that lovely castle at the beginning of their logo, at the beginning of all the Disney movies, that they released, they've got the castle logo and then the little circle goes around it. Well, they released a brand new intro animation, and it's grandiose. It's like super extended, and the camera flies through a valley and you see the waterfalls. It's so very peaceful and lovely. Yeah, you got to see it. Really, really nice. I wonder if I can pop it up on
and get the copyright infringement.
Disney logo. Nope. I don't see the new one. Oh wait, mate. Nope.
It's on YouTube.
No. It does. It's not there yet. But yeah, it's really it looks very nice. Oh, and it's their 100th anniversary, so well deserved, Disney. A century of entertainment.
How the hell is it their 100th anniversary?
That's what it says. 100th anniversary. Yeah, cool. Can't wait to get there ourselves.
I don't think he wants to. Do they really want to celebrate those early years? That was some racist shit.
I'm sure people have forgotten it.
Yeah.
All right. So what is next on the show here? Looks like there's some animation news. The Simpsons is getting, I don't know if they're getting new shows drawn in the classic Disney style. Are you a Simpsons fan?
Back in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same here. All right, here's something cool. Derek Bozeman accepted the Disney Legend Award on behalf of his brother, Chadwick.
So nice. I know there's some, maybe you guys talked about one of the scares when I wasn't there. Your thoughts on not recasting Black Panther? Because I guess everybody got mad when Chadwick, after Chadwick died. And so I guess they've killed off somehow Black Panther and he's getting replaced. Did you think they should have recasted that role, or do you like
Um,
them going in a different direction with it?
yeah, I think I don't think they should have recast. I don't think they should recast him. I think they should find a way in universe to explain that he's gone, and I think they do it. Have you
Well,
seen the
they
trailer?
they
Yeah,
are well, yeah, but
yeah,
the argument is there are so many other characters. I mean, just name one: Batman or Spider Man,
right.
where
That
so
has
many
been
different
recast. Yeah.
so many actors have played the same character. Why couldn't they have done that with Black Panther?
The thing about Spider-Man though, it's like Sony seems to have wanted to reboot Spider-Man every few years, and they
Yeah.
tried. It's like they're trying again from scratch just to see what sticks. And I guess I don't have a problem with that, but having Black Panther in the same universe with the same studio, and they're trying to kind of write this linear story, I think it would be kind of a confusing. Not that audiences aren't sophisticated enough to figure out, oh well, the real actor is passed and is gone. But yeah, I don't know. The whole Hulk thing too. When you had what's his name play Hulk, Bruce Banner
Yeah.
originally, and then they switched over, which was handled rather brilliantly in the She-Hulk episode, which was really funny. I don't know if you saw that.
Personally, I can't stand Ruffalo as Banner.
Yeah, it's a little off,
I'll take Edward Norton any day.
but it's funny though. He goes, "Yeah, I was a different man that back then, literally."
Oh
And
God.
I'm like, that's pretty
Well,
funny.
so here's the thing. You know that if they had recast him, they would have gotten just as much shit. Like, how could you have done that?
Sure,
It's the same thing. But you know, Chadwick became so iconic as Black Panther.
right.
I don't know if even they expected it to become that iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had people thinking that Wakanda was an actual country in Africa.
Sure.
That's how iconic it became.
Yeah.
So I think this is the classier way to go to actually, not recast him as a character.
Sure. I think I would have to agree with you. And obviously the real, behind the scenes struggle that Chadwick Boseman went
Yeah.
through now that he's gone. They say that he was working up until the last minute with his ailment, which is commendable. But yeah, leaves us with some great work of his through these films. All right. Let's continue the show. Live action Ezra. He has been cast. Actor Iman Esfandi. And if you have seen the pictures, I cannot believe how much this guy looks like
How do you spell his
Ezra.
name?
Let's see. It's Iman, Esfandi. I'll pull it up. But the actor looks pretty damn similar.
Oh yeah. Now is he's not the one that's been on Twitter saying how much he'd love to be part of. Was that him? No, was that
no,
was
that's somebody else.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
So he looks. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And how old is he?
I mean the hair, the strong eyebrows.
That's a. So what's the time period for this?
I think it's no, we don't know. It's got to be, and he's been cast in the Ahsoka series, so
Okay.
we're starting to get some news as far as where it takes place, and obviously the first time we see live action Ahsoka is in The Mandalorian, and we'll get some Thrawn action in that. I'm assuming. Because Thrawn was mentioned, so that should be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Do we have any names for Thrawn?
No, you know what? There's a lot of people that are obviously asking for the guy that voiced him in Rebels to reprise his role, and actor that played Doctor Strange said he doesn't want it because he doesn't want to deal with blue paint, blue makeup. So yeah.
I just recently started watching another show, um, Discovery of Witches. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
No.
So that one, I think you can find it on Amazon. And the the lead actor in that, as I watched him, of course, Matthew Good, and I think somebody mentioned his name before. He's been in other stuff. Matthew Good. If anybody's seen Discovery of Witches in the chat, you may know what I'm talking about. I think he would make an amazing Thrawn. I think he's got a good look for it, and the way he talks. Yeah, I mean, Cumberbatch is the name that everybody mentions, but then as I watched Matthew Good act and speak, I'm like, man, he would nail it as Thrawn.
Matthew Good. I'll look him up.
Yeah. Let's see what else he's been in. Discovery of Witches, The Offer, Downtown Abbey.
Let's see, Downton Abbey. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
The King's Man, Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, The Crown. So he's been in a bunch.
Yeah. And we have our own Thrawn in the chat, Vader Rapina.
And of course, oh wow, all names are escaping me tonight, but one of the best voices for him is the guy that does all the audiobooks. His Thrawn is fantastic as well.
Yeah.
He's not the acting type, but he's certainly got the voice down.
Sure. Let's get back to some Marvel shilling. Have you seen the trailer for Secret Invasion?
Yep, it was. I thought I don't know, maybe it was just on my phone. It was really dark, a lot of the different parts of the trailer. But I think this one's going to have a lot of potential.
And you know what? Initially, I thought this was just going to be a movie, but at the end there, it's going to be a series, which I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. Secret Invasion should be a series. It was quite the ordeal, and they've done it a few times in the Marvel universe, and I mean, you're talking about people invading and impersonating others and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of potential. The trailer looked pretty fun. Looked like a lot of action in there, a lot of intrigue.
Well, you know, I love when they bring in these powerhouse actors. So they've got Olivia Colman in this, which she is fantastic in anything she's in. I've seen her in a lot of BBC programs and shows. She's just phenomenal. She's phenomenal to watch. Her portrayal of the roles that she's given is just amazing. So, did you read the storyline for? Are you familiar with Secret Invasion? Then,
somewhat. It's been a while, but if you know, and with Sam Jackson being in this like that, I think it has to be with the what do they call them? The scrolls.
Scrolls, yeah.
And you know, being shapeshifters, and I if I'm getting my storylines right, they came in, they impersonated a lot of people for many years.
Yeah.
And then just ended up causing all kinds of chaos and stuff. So I think this one would be a really fun show.
Yeah.
And you can get all those in you know, paperback form or even hardback now, those storylines. It might be fun to read. You can get those for pretty cheap these days. It might be fun to read those before the show comes out.
I just want to do a super shill to George Lucas, and actually not George Lucas. Well, George Lucas a little bit, but John Dykstra for developing the motion control camera, because without motion control, we would not be able to have shots like this where one actor is multiplied several times while the camera is moving. So thank you very much, John Dykstra and ILM.
And I still need to watch that ILM show. I haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet.
Here she is, Olivia Colman. Fantastic actress. Yeah, so this, like I said, I was very surprised. I thought, this had movie quality look to it. And, at the end there, it says series, which brings me to my next point. I think we have had several Star Wars shows that we have talked about, and getting off the shill horse right now. We've had our shows, we've had our issues with, we talked about Book of Boba Fett just looking super cheap and fan filmish. We talked about, a little bit, Obi-Wan had kind of the same thing, but not as bad as Book of Boba Fett. Everybody loves Mandalorian, but it still kind of had that look like everything was shot in a warehouse. And I know the technology that they're using is pushing the envelope with, I'm not going to call it green screen technology, but everybody knows green screen technology. But the LED, the stagecraft stuff that was all the rage back when the Mandalorian was first initially started. With Andor, obviously we are getting more of a cinematic feel to it. The shots are wider, the camera moves are grander. We're getting a lot of that in here, and this is one of the reasons that I thought it was going to be a movie, because you can tell that there's some money put into the behind the scenes stuff here. You've got some really great locations. You've got a lot of extras. You've got some massive camera moves and some wide shots. I mean, all that stuff costs money. People don't understand that when you need to pay each individual that's in that shot right now. And if you're going cheap, then you probably are just, using, 5 or 6 people. Now, I understand, I just talked about motion control. I understand that maybe they only shot a group of 6 people and multiplied them in different areas, but still, that still costs money.
Yeah.
But I'm pleasantly surprised that these shows, especially this one, because we're talking about it, has such a movie-like quality. It's what do you think? I think it's fantastic.
I mean, obviously, visually, it looks amazing there. As long as the story is on par,
Sure.
Because Moon Knight, I thought looked amazing. There may have been a couple,
No, Moon Knight was good.
Cheesy spots, as far as the graphics go. But I thought that was really visually appealing. I thought Captain America and Winter Soldier looked really good. But the stories for either one of those, now there was a lot of people that did like the Captain America and Winter Soldier.
I loved it.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't do anything for me, at all, unfortunately. And is the story's got to be on par with the graphics.
Sure.
But I mean, on first glance, it looks like something could be really interesting.
Absolutely. Want to say a heartfelt welcome to one of our patrons, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie, for stopping by. And you're starting to see all these Disney actors. You've got Kira from Solo in this one. Obviously, you got Ben Mendelsohn from Rogue One.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool to start to see it. It reminds me of old Hollywood. Now that we have Melly in here, it reminds me of old Hollywood when Cary Grant had a contract with 20th Century Fox, and all he did was those movies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Melanie's going to correct me on those stats, because I just pulled 20th Century out of my butt. But
and I love Ben Mendelsohn. I mean, I feel like he plays the exact same character no matter what movie he's in.
Yeah,
but he does it well.
Sure.
I think he's really entertaining.
Yeah. It's it's Nick Fury is back, and I know the last time we saw him, he boarded a ship and went out to space. I guess this is where we are getting the conclusion of whatever storyline that we are going to be introduced to, Secret Invasion. And this is where I was like, wow, it's going to be a series? And that looked like a movie.
I'd be surprised if we didn't get some Captain Marvel in this one as well.
Sure. Especially, you know, they announced a little tidbit on the Marvels, which stars all the Captain Marvels. You have Miss Marvel and some of the other characters that that have that name. So that should be interesting too.
Yep.
What else here about? So here's the thing about planning and the MCU. I think whether you like the MCU or you hate it because it's the MCU, I know people are just like fed up with Marvel comic movies and superhero movies. You got to give them props for planning all of this from Iron Man to Secret Invasion. It seems like they had a blueprint, and some of the phases, I guess, you know, people don't like. Some people might call Phase 4 phase bore. I've heard, but it's still better than what Star Wars had come up with.
Yeah, is Kevin still producing all these?
Yes, Kevin
Okay.
Feige is still the head of it all.
So the only thing I would say is, I don't think these are boring. They've been interesting. They have their flaws. I don't think boring is one of them.
Sure.
I do think, to me, they seem a little bit more just kind of like here, there, and everywhere. I don't think to me, they don't feel as connected as what the MCU was. That seemed like, even though it was so huge in scale, that it was still very much connected. Each story was very much connected to the other one. And I just feel like these are all just separate stories that we're getting right now.
Yeah. I agree. One of the other trailers that was released, which was a little odd, was Werewolf by Night. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
It's let's pull it up here. It had that horror tropa cinema thing going. It was very odd, but it looked interesting, and it was something that is not for the kids. It was really, really scary, and just in time for Halloween. And see how it's got
only on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's interesting because they gave it that look of, you know, 1950s introduction here, and obviously it's shot in black and white.
Is the whole thing in black and white?
I think so. I mean, the whole trailer's in black and white, but
was that Jeremy Irons, or did that just look like Jeremy Irons?
I don't think it looked like Jeremy Irons. I mean, the film stock that they used is very reminiscent of the old trauma horror flicks.
So we're recycling so much, we're going back to black and white now.
Yeah, no, but you know, sometimes it's a cool theme. One thing I'll say about Disney is they don't shy away from chopping hands off.
You got to keep it up.
But yeah, and I forgot this guy's actor's name. Somebody in the chat help me out. Mexican actor. He was in Amores Perros. And speaking of Spanish, if anybody of the Spanish descent is watching, I would like to say Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's see.
September, huh?
September.
Very cool.
Let's see here. So yeah, it's you got Dr. Doom in there? Not really. You got Skeletor. Oh wait, hold on a second. Did I see Man-Thing? Remember the comic book Man-Thing?
Oh yeah.
Man-Thing is in this.
Oh, that is another streaming thing?
Yeah, that looked like Man-Thing. It is looked like him. Let's see. Special presentation, Werewolf by Night. And you got the shadow thing, you got the jump cuts here, the black and white. I mean, it looks pretty scary. It's almost looks like look at that, the burnt film.
Yeah, it is kind of Could be.
Very, very Tarantino-ish.
A shout out to another fellow podcaster of the Snapcast.
Hey!
Thank you for being here. It's a great weekend for Magic the Gathering. The Snapcast is a Magic the Gathering podcast. It is a great weekend to be a Magic the Gathering fan and player. They had a new set come out, which is really fun.
Brad, can you say Magic the Gathering just one more time?
Magic the Gathering.
Excellent. Thank you, Dragon Buddy. Gael Garcia Bernal is the actor that I was trying to think of. Thank you very much. Dave Richards
obviously
confirms that, yes, it is Man-Thing. Very nice. Andrew's in the chat. What's up, my brother? Werewolf by Night looks like fun as a fan of old campy horror films. Yeah, absolutely. And I think we also have, I think Melanie might enjoy that because I think it seems like it's right up her alley. And Andy plus Verb. We've had a couple of shows with her, but yeah, it looks like some interesting stuff.
Yep.
We're
gonna talk about some more Star Wars.
Speaking of Star Wars, I just got a text from my brother that says Tales of the Jedi looks pretty good. Did you see that?
Yeah. I know it said the only thing I didn't like is it says a series of shorts.
Yeah. There's shorts.
I don't want shorts. By the way, Salute Your Shorts. That was a great show back in the 1990s. Shout out to Salute Your Shorts or Salute My Shorts. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, they are talking about this focuses around a couple of our favorite characters.
Sure.
That being Ahsoka and Count Dooku and
Yes.
Qui-Gon Jinn. And somehow connecting all those stories together. And first of all, hopefully everybody in the chat has seen this. If not, make sure you do watch this trailer.
Oh yeah, I know some people have not seen any trailers today, and I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, the extra training that Anakin gives to Ahsoka. That it's like even Anakin could see everything that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and he trained her accordingly, which is pretty freaking badass.
Yeah.
And then, of course, one of my favorite storylines in all of Star Wars is that between Count Dooku, Qui-Gon Jinn versus the Jedi Order, and Dooku wanting to bring, what does he say, peace and order
to the galaxy,
back to the galaxy.
Yeah, and the Jedi were not having it.
Yep.
They're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm not sure how many shorts it is, and I hope they're not too short.
Yeah, it's an intriguing storyline. I think we got a taste of it during the novel Dooku, Jedi Order, I think. And it's great to see young Dooku, but it's great to see young Qui-Gon. We have that relationship. And for those of you who don't know, it's a great dynamic. What's up, Holochronicles? Holochronicles is in the house. Thank you very much for joining us. We are just talking about all the goodies that D23 has to offer, especially today. Today was the big MCU Star Wars announcements. So we are right in the middle of talking about Tales of the Jedi. But I agree. I hope they expand this because these are stories that are great. And obviously they are in novel form. But it's great to have the makers of Rebels and Clone Wars get back to the animation drawing board and give us some more stories. But absolutely, Anakin training Ahsoka, it just kind of hit me in the feels.
Yeah. You can see that deep connection between them, and I hope they explore that more. And yes, these shill brownies are delicious. I guess everybody needs their Ashley Eckstein, whatever, fix, and hopefully they get that. I think Rosario is going to do a great job in the Ahsoka show, but everybody needs their Ashley fix.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get a little bit of that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that young Dooku as well, DB. I think this is going to be great. And you see who's making it.
Sure.
You see what it looks like. So it's got the the animation that we've come to love.
Yeah.
And of course, if they're talking about fate and destiny and all that kind of good stuff, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah. And, we get, I'm really interested in this dynamic. Here's young Qui-Gon, and really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I hate that it's shorts, man. I would watch the hell out of this.
Absolutely. Yeah. But who knows,
100% shill mode on this one.
Absolutely. Let's see what else is in this trailer. Oh, and obviously Mace Windu.
Yeah.
We got a little mace action. But yeah, this is the scene that kind of got me of Anakin and Ahsoka training. And the music is great. I wonder who's doing the music, if it's Greg Kiner. It would be great. It'd be great. Greg Kiner is got the talent that he should really, I hope they let him soon the jump to live action. He has some amazing musical chops there. And yeah.
And he did Clone Wars as well, right? I know he did Rebels.
Yeah.
Did he do Clone Wars as well?
Did he do Clone Wars? I'm not sure. I'm sure
somebody in the chat will
let us know. Absolutely. Let's see here. But yeah, Tales of the Jedi looks really good. And I'm going to ask you to please refrain from commenting about how much you know about Star Wars during this next trailer. So, everybody was waiting, even at Celebration, I think everybody was waiting for news about The Mandalorian season 3. And I know there was some footage dropped during Celebration. And we got some footage that was sneaked out. Everybody was shooting on their cell phones and checking it out and putting it out on the YouTubes. But we finally got a season 3 official trailer. What's up, Charles? Charles of Conversations podcast is in the house as well. Thank you for joining us.
Charles, since you just got here, you got to see.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna put you full screen.
Oh, okay. I don't like being full screen.
Check this out, Charles. Where is it? Oh, that Red 5 Tavern. What would you call that? Wall hanging shield thing?
Wooden plaque.
Yeah. Very nice.
So while we're on the topic, before we get into The Mandalorian, I will be on hiatus from the Red 5 Tavern, and as literally duty calls. So I was trying to work it through September. My schedule was not having that. So leaving it in very good hands. Oh, hold it like Simba.
But don't toss it off the cliff like Simba.
But yeah, leaving the Red 5 Tavern in very good hands with Charles and Kelly and Grant and Tom and DB and everybody else that's been participating. They're going to keep the story going, and I think they're going to do a very good job on that. So please keep tuning into the Red 5 Tavern for all that D&D fun.
And when is that? Tell people when it is. Fridays, right?
Yeah, so I think they're going to continue on Fridays, and we moved to an earlier time, so going for 9 p.m. Eastern. And I've got big plans for when I get back, which is I don't know. Should I spoil it a little bit? Why not?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, it's D&D, but since it's the Red 5 Tavern, think Star Wars. It's going to be a little bit of both.
Oh.
Or a lot of bit of both.
Oh.
So that is something I'm working on now. But in the meantime, Charles is taking the lead on being the dungeon master think he's going to do a great job, and I think Tom is going to get in there as well. So thank you guys very much for your hard work and support on that, and keep it going.
I am so happy to see every time I kind of lurk in the chat to see how many people are enjoying and watching you guys. And congratulations on starting that. And looks like everybody's having fun.
Yep. All right.
Excellent.
Mandalorian.
All
so
right.
I think you and I are going to disagree on this one a little bit.
All right. So obviously it starts out with a little recap. Little Mando tells Grogu to pull my finger.
And then they go on a fun ride on a speeder through Tatooine.
Yeah.
Oh, they left that part out, I guess.
Here's the silver ball. Here's the ship.
I still need that ship. That N1 is legit.
It is really nice, isn't it? Very George Lucas-ish. From his days of speeding down Northern California in his trusty Fiat.
Yep.
That got wrapped around a tree and he almost died. But all right, so we're gonna talk. You know, I do want to mention a couple of things here. Obviously, they're giving us a recap. You took your Mandalorian helmet
Took his hat
off.
Never take your hat off.
He's being chased.
This I got some episode 2 vibes there going through the asteroid field.
Absolutely. When you guys are done with when we're done with this show, I want you guys all to go out and check out some of these trailers and let us know what you think. Obviously, the Secret Invasion, Tales of the Jedi. We were taking a look at the Mandalorian season 3 trailer, but
Little Mermaid,
yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. This is where the new stuff comes in, and let me just say that Bo-Katan looks amazing.
She does.
We got some more Mandos here. I always question, like, somebody that's wearing armor, why do they need a cape? It's not like they're cold.
It's because capes are badass.
All right. Look at those Mandos. And all right. Speaking of cool.
Good grief.
Speaking of cool capes, look at that.
Yeah, he's decked out. I think he's loving his role.
Yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't? But they make a return. And where do you think they're at? Are they? We'll find out. He seems to be the head of something.
Yeah, I guess
Cloud City. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he must be the chief administrator of Cloud City. That's
terrible.
You are terrible.
Looks like C-3PO is wearing headphones and he's about to go podcasting.
Yeah, he's just jamming back there. This guy's Beats by Dre. Carl Weathers looking like Space Jesus. Well, I can't argue with that. It's good to see a droid finally back where a droid should be.
Yeah, well, you know, I wonder if that's R5D4. I think it is. Like the actual R5D4. Okay, take a look at this shot. Here is where I'm going to get on my high horse and really commend this trailer for showing us and Sean of Extra Techie and Extra Star Wars is going to make fun of me, but these shots are beautiful. They're cinematic in scope. The detail is wonderful. But we're getting you know what somebody told me, goes, oh, that's the blown up Death Star. I'm like, let's not go there.
There's that much left of it. They didn't do a very good job blowing it up.
The first time around. All right. Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah.
Let me just
I didn't listen to those ranks, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
I can just watch this picture all day. But getting back to story-wise, are they on the home planet?
No, because I don't think so. I think because they have to do a bit of an infiltration on Mandalore because it's not under their control right now, right?
Yeah. And here's okay. So this is another shot that it's like, wow. Look at that. That's nice. You know, usually you get a shot of them leaving and then the camera cuts and then you do the special effects shot.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how long that shot keeps going.
Right.
If they kept that shot going, that would really be amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for season 3 of Mandalorian. They don't give us an exact date. They just say streaming next year.
Yeah.
Which if we can kind of do the math, you know, I know the first 2 seasons streamed later in the year to kind of end around the fall, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. Let's see.
I see everybody is excited, which is good. But you know, you mentioned it earlier. I think they need to move past the daddy thing.
Right.
And how long can they okay, so I don't know if this is going to sound weird. I don't know how to put it into words. I like the formula that they use for seasons 1 and 2, but how long can they continue with that same formula? I think if they rest on their laurels, I think it's going to be meh. Unfortunately, they or however you want to look at it, they set the bar really high with seasons 1 and 2, and they have to be able to top that. And if they don't top what they've already done, some of those shots, it looks like they may have. But if that story does not get broader and a little bit more complex, because I think even you said it looked like I think, well, you called them fan films.
Right.
It looked like a series of you know, one shots almost. This needs to be a bigger story and much broader in scope if they're going to keep my interest.
I think they're going that way. I think, you know, with the advent of obviously season 1 and season 2 were a little bit, you know, well, season 1 for sure was let's see the playground. You know, each one was almost like an adventure of the week, setting up I guess the backstory of Mando. Setting up those mystery boxes. Season 2 was a little, you know, a few more answers, but obviously we got Grogu, we got him relating to Grogu, and we start to get to see a little bit more of, you know, what the Empire was trying to hide. Obviously, their experimentation with trying to clone Force sensitives with Grogu. You had the Doctor, which we'll see, you know, coming up here, experimenting with the blood and all that stuff. So I think each season has been a little bit of a progression of the story, and we're going to get it, you know, full-fledged here, especially when it comes to Mandalore and maybe some more answers on, you know, the cloning technology that the Empire is undertaking. I think it will keep your interest. I think you know, I think they've learned from, I don't know.
Wait, is that a tree full of quacky and monkey lizards?
Absolutely, my friend.
Okay, so I just ignore everything I just said. I watched this once and I couldn't see what it was up in the trees.
Yeah,
but if that is it, that's fine. That's all I need. As long as they have a tree full of quacky and monkey lizards, I'm sold.
Absolutely.
I'm very easy to please. You understand?
Yes, I understand. So we got some bounty hunter action here, obviously. Some Niktos.
He needs to hire the street gang from Boba Fett.
So here,
protect them.
Yeah. So far, I don't see anything. I don't see any shiny bikes. So
where are the
Vespas?
Vespas?
Thing. Where are the Vespas? Again, keeping to the Western flair here. You got that that low shot with the gun and the holster in the foreground, which looks pretty good. Oh, there's Grief. Yeah. Here's what's her name? Pella saying, "Here, take R5D4. He can maneuver for you."
And he's still a piece of junk.
He's got a bit. Oh, here you go. There you go. Man. There's your man. There's your man.
Does he have a mustache?
He does. It's a kind
of
like
Has he got a biker mustache? He got handlebars?
Yeah. He's got a He's got a
how old is that dude?
Matt Vader 74 mustache.
I don't know why they're talking about socks, cleaning socks in the chat.
I don't know. Here's some fireworks happening. Wonder what the fireworks are all about. The timing wouldn't.
Still celebrating Empire Day.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, little Grogu likes fireworks.
Just show Grogu. That's
yeah. But again, sticking to the Sergio Leone Western motif. Season 3, Mando. Yeah. So I think season 3 is setting up to be real good. Or interesting at least. I don't want to say good until I see it. But yeah. And again, Mandalorian is one of those shows that I personally didn't have too much problem with. Obviously the daddy issues that we talked about. I think that is actually one of the things that is bringing a lot of fans to the show. I know folks in the chat are talking about, bringing fans in. Dave Richards has an interesting comment, and I wanted to address that because if you watch the trailer with the captions on, the Babu Frick guy is saying something, but it doesn't say Babu Frick. It's got another name.
Oh,
so that's interesting.
Are they all? Is the whole species a bunch of mechanics or what?
Yeah, possibly. But there was talk that Babu Frick was going to be in season 3. So I don't know about a misdirect, but who knows?
And this is what, 25 years before the sequel trilogy?
At least, yeah.
So how old is that dude?
Yeah. But again, Yoda is 900 years.
Yeah.
So
let's not talk about Borgullet. Let's
Borgullet. Yeah.
When's the Borgullet detective show coming? Where was that announcement? I want the Borgullet show.
We'll take it.
The only thing I didn't like about Rogue One.
Yeah, it's okay. He will find the truth.
He knows the truth.
What is the truth, Brad?
You're a shill. I'm a shill.
All right. So
just keep the money coming, Disney.
That's some nice credits there. What else? So yeah, we covered a lot. And how many of the trailers did you see before today?
0. When you sent me the links is when I watched the trailers.
Oh, see, preparation is good. Absolutely. Again, I know I just wanted to touch something. I think Joker Voice was saying in the chat regarding an alternate universe and how none of this matters at all because it all leads to the sequel trilogy, or it doesn't. Something like that. I don't know what they were talking about, but
hey, I just need to get back to the Little Mermaid for a second.
Yeah, please.
So if you were stuck on a deserted island,
okay,
with a mermaid,
okay,
would you want her to be top half human, bottom half fish, or top half fish, bottom half human? This is one of those questions that needs to be answered, and I'd like the chat to weigh in on that as well.
Well, I think if you're a man, the answer is going to be different if you ask someone that's not a man.
Get a good cross section. We have a pretty good cross section in the chat.
Yeah,
I'm a man.
I'm a man. It's too funny. Let's see. Yeah, so D23. And I forgot, are they doing any more announcements tomorrow? Or are they
You're the one that knows everything.
Well, thank you for that.
We've talked about this before. I just
oh yeah, there's more stuff happening tomorrow. I don't know why they don't stream the panels like like they do Celebration, but you know, I guess.
Now, is this an every year thing?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
September 9, 10, and 11 at the Anaheim Convention Center.
And is this one of those for their stockholders type deal?
More or less. Stockholders, fans. They're fans that are there.
So based off everything that came out,
Mm-hmm.
do you think the shareholders will be happy with what they saw?
I think so. I mean, depending on the shareholder, but I don't think, the general public are as picky as the Uber Disney fans. And I'll say Uber Disney fans with an asterisk to it. Star Wars, Lucasfilm, MCU, obviously now part of the Disney family, but I think there is a lot there for folks to really get excited. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't talk about, especially during the Marvel stuff. They had a lot of, Avengers, Fantastic Four. We didn't even talk about Willow. The Willow trailer came out, and that looks like a lot of fun. So yeah, absolutely. I think the investors, if I were an investor, I think I'd be happy because, I mean, geez, even The Last Jedi made bank.
That's fair.
All right.
As it should, because it's a quality Disney film.
All right. Oh man. So
Raylo for life, baby.
Let's
Raylo
see.
for
Do you
life.
want to you guys want to take any questions from the chat, or maybe pop up some things that they've been saying? I know they've been on fire over there making cookies and talking about socks. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, used socks and shill brownies.
Let's see.
They're not even paying attention to us, man. So
they're not.
That's fine.
That's fine. Nicole Marie says, I'm excited for Willow.
So no, weren't we supposed to? Let's see. There was supposed to be a couple other Star Wars projects.
Yeah, Jude Law.
Rogue Squadron. Nothing for that.
No, I didn't see anything for Rogue Squadron.
And what was that? The Sith one for the Acolyte.
Nothing for that. They did release a picture of Jude Law for Skeleton Crew and announced some actors that were in the role. Bad Batch. Nothing. Well, I think they didn't. There's some conflicting news.
I thought there is Bad Batch season 2.
Yeah, there is, but I think people were waiting for an announcement as far as when it starts. Yeah. No, Charles, we're not talking about The Last Jedi.
Yeah, the next hour and a half will be dedicated to The Last Jedi.
So Vader, I do see that you posted January 4th, but earlier in the month, actually at late August, they said that it was coming out in October. So October, January, there's a lot of conflicting reports about when the hell it's going. And obviously it depends on who you're reading, what websites are you reading. Dave Richards, I feel for you. It is a shame. I'm sorry.
Oh man. He's prouder than ever for his film.
Yeah. That was funny.
This is for you watching our show. He still sucks.
Yeah.
You can quote tweet me on that one.
Yeah. Rogue Squadron, Acolyte have been put on the back burners. That's Hollywood speak for not happening. Let's see here. What else? Oh, Comics and Cosmetics is in the house. What's up, Danny? She's been pretty busy at the shop. I need to go down there, get a haircut.
Hope everything is going well for you.
Let's see here. We have Joker voice and Joker face. That's pretty scary.
Yep.
All right, we have a question here from.
Do we?
Yeah, it's not popping up in the. Did one of today's release dampen or ratchet up your excitement? Here it is. Did one of today's releases dampen or ratchet up your excitement? I don't think anything dampened it for me. Out of all the things that I saw, and I had no idea about Secret Invasion. I remember hearing about it, but the trailer really made me, step back and be really excited about this. And like I said earlier, I thought it was going to be just a standalone movie, and it's a series. So I'm really excited, and really my excitement level for Secret Invasion is pretty high. What about you?
I reserve all excitement until the second show of any series coming out.
Sure. But
Boba Fett kind of
taught you that lesson.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, no, I was still optimistic on episode 2.
Thank you, Melanie, for correcting me. 1 hour later.
Yeah. Is your Google machine going that slow, Melanie? Good Lord.
Oh, man.
It's like my old computer. Yeah. Cary Grant.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you have to get excited for something. Otherwise, why call it a shill shack?
No, I'm well, I can't really get excited for Andor because I'm only gonna be able to catch the first few. Not to put a damper on things. I don't know. Maybe I'll get somebody to smuggle it out there for me. No, I'm actually very much looking forward to Andor. It's an extension of Rogue One for us. I think for you and me, even if it's a prequel. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah, that's funny. We understand, Melanie. And since you're a patron, you can feel free to interrupt.
Yes.
You are why we are here.
We'll stop the chat.
Big thank you. Absolutely. Let me see here. Who is okay. Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you, everybody. Joker Voice is going to go have some dinner. Thank you very much, JV, for stopping by. And was he civil tonight? I don't even know.
He was.
I wasn't watching.
He's pretty civil. Gonna go make himself a TV dinner. They don't call them TV dinners anymore, and that makes me sad. Didn't you eat TV dinners as a kid?
Yeah, I remember. Danny, thank you very much. You can interrupt as well. You can even come in late.
Fashionably late.
I remember TV dinners because my favorite one was
There's only one right answer to this.
Salisbury steak.
There it is.
There you go, baby. That chunk of Salisbury steak.
And mac and cheese, baby.
Absolutely.
With some frozen ass green beans.
that never cooked. Yeah. Absolutely. Awesome.
Salisbury steak for the win.
I want to remind everybody in the chat. I know we had a little issue with iTunes the last couple of days, but that last episode that we did with Nick regarding movies back on the big screen is up. So please, if you had not gotten the alert from iTunes, please look for it. It is up everywhere. Please check it out. Nick, one of our friends, Shanti and I talked to him about movies back on the big screen. Were you able to catch Rogue One in IMAX? Yes, you were. Correct?
Yeah. And it looked amazing. So
it sure did.
Damn it. I want a Star Wars movie on the big screen.
Yeah. Looking forward to whenever that happens. Looks like we won't get a Star Wars on the big screen for another 6 or 7 years, which what the hell, man?
As long as it's the Rian Johnson trilogy, I'm here for it. Worth the wait.
All right, here's the thing. Let's make this public. All right, let's make this public, and with friends present. If Rian Johnson gets a trilogy, so either you have to come to Chicago or I have to come to where you're at, and we have to go watch it together.
Rose still doesn't know where I live, everybody. Just so you know.
I didn't want to give it. I didn't want to.
I'm still in Virginia. That's where the Navy is.
And
what are we gonna do? What Mystery Science Theater 3000? That's where
yes,
we're watching
that would be great. Yeah, we'll annoy everybody.
Yeah,
absolutely. Excellent.
Dude, we're going to get so freaking drunk before we go. We're going to have to get fucking shit faced.
Absolutely. I'm all for it.
Maybe
I'm all for it. And
as
I want
think
to
about it,
get thrown out of the theater.
if I was drunk when I watched The Last
Forcibly.
Jedi and he started making those Yo Mama jokes at General Hux, I may have laughed my ass off. I was like, that is quality shit right there.
Well, you got it half right. All right.
Blake, where are you at? Blake, you by me?
Oh, look at that. Wait, is Dork Wars on? They're on soon, aren't they? Or are we taking their spot again? Oh man, I am so sorry.
Are we talking to, well,
Are we talking too much?
It happens.
Oh my God, comics and cosmetics. Somehow Ryan Johnson has returned. Yes. Oh, all right. Well, Brad and I had a lot of fun recording the 10 things I hate about Star Wars a couple of weeks ago. And we still have the 10 things we love about Star Wars that we are going to be recording sometime soon, very soon, because I want to get that one out. That it's always.
You were about to end, but look what Melanie said.
What about Ryan Johnson? Mark Hamill doesn't know Luke Contra. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a quick cut.
You did ask for questions.
Yeah. All right. Hold on a second. Let me pop that up because.
Okay, so I want to chime in on this one. So Mark Hamill. So Luke Skywalker loved Luke Skywalker. No, okay. So two things. Luke Skywalker loved him up until The Last Jedi, and not his fault. Mark Hamill can annoy the shit out of me as Mark Hamill. Sometimes the stuff that he tweets, and I think he starts a lot of shit. Anyway, I've had a lot of issues with Mark as a person, but to say that Mark Hamill is not a subject matter expert on the character he's played since 1977 is asinine. There was no Luke Skywalker until he created that character through his acting. And you saw him, how he developed through the movies. And to say that Mark Hamill isn't an expert on Luke Skywalker is complete bullshit. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. And I think we had a discussion on Twitter about that, and I know it's director's prerogative, but damn, I mean, you got to listen to the actor that embodied that character for so many years. Yeah.
You can't separate those two.
Oh wait, Lunar Girl says we don't sound very shilly.
On the other hand, I thought The Last Jedi was peak Star Wars.
Did that go with my qualifications of peak Star Wars entertainment? I'm not sure.
Peak something.
Yeah. Sorry, you were showing something? You were showing?
No, I just love Star Wars. I love Disney, and I'm happy to be here.
Where's R2 the Icky when you need him? This needs to be a clip.
I never bullshit, Vader. Okay, that's not in my DNA.
Oh man! All right, cool beans.
Couldn't if I tried.
Again, big thanks to all our friends and Red 5 family members that are in the chat. We had such a great conversation here at the Shill Shack. The Disney Expo D23 had a lot of things going. I know, I think there's some more stuff happening tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Now, Danny over at Comics and Cosmetics is going to have some D23 coverage action, I think tomorrow. And why don't you head over there tomorrow to check it out? What about what else is happening?
We're going to record soon.
We are going to record soon. We've got a lot of shows that are kind of like floating out there. Obviously, the 10 things I love about Star Wars to counteract our 10 things we hate about Star Wars. But I'm actually hoping that you guys, listen to that because, it was a lot of fun. when I get together with you, Brad, we have such a blast and we're so irreverent about everything. But
That's a pretty classy word for us to describe us.
Absolutely. But what else? Yeah. So we got a couple of things that we are brewing and some suggestions. I know Ollie had chimed in and sent us a message wanting to know out of the special editions of the Star Wars movies, what was the one special effect that was such a waste in the trilogy? So we want to get our takes. I already know what mine is. Shanti was thinking about hers. And
you gonna do that as a show? I can't just yell it now.
No, we got to do that'll be
Jabba's Palace. Sorry, what?
And then we also had another follower ask us what our top 5 favorite Star Wars movies are and why. And I know there's more than 5 movies, but I don't know why they narrowed it down to 5, but we'll do our best. So, keep those suggestions going. We love to interact with you guys and see what you guys have when it comes to show ideas, especially our wonderful, wonderful patrons. And if you guys want to leave us a message and let us know if you guys have any show ideas, you can give us a call at 773-234-8659 is the Scarif Scuttlebutt hotline, or email Brad over at scarifscuttlebutt@gmail.com, and I'll answer you. Thank you very much. Any final words on the Shill Shack Scarif Live episode of the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast on YouTube?
It's just another successful D23. The excitement, the energy, the thrills, the intrigue, and I'm looking forward to all of it. And it's a pleasure to be here.
And that's the Scuttlebutt.
Money talks.
Everybody in the chat, thank you very much for joining us. Take a listen to some of our past episodes and some of the new ones. You will be surprised that you actually like listening to Brad and myself and Shanti. Look for the rest of the Red 5 Network at red5network.com, or check out the bio.link/red5 that is pinned to the Red 5 Twitter account. A lot of wonderful shows available on the Red 5 Network. This is the only network you need.
And for those of you who don't watch our show, but actually do watch our show, this is your open invite to come on anytime and civilly talk about The Last Jedi. We'd love to have you on, and we promise to be nice, and we won't hurt your feelings. Please come on. Let's talk Last Jedi, because we're still talking about it years later, and we still love it. And we'd love to have you on the show to come talk about it. So please come on.
What did you do to Brad?
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I wasn't even drinking tonight, so that's
I know. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is Ro and Brad signing off. Oh, wait a minute. We got to do can you please take a look at the baby Brad and do the same pose?
No.
Come on. Do the baby Brad. Do the baby Brad.
I've been doing it all night. You missed it.
Maybe Amy will get you.
Yeah, we'll work on that all day tomorrow. I got to find the same outfit that kid's wearing.
That would be amazing. All right, chat. Thank you very much, my Scuttlebutt Nation. This is Ro and Brad on the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast. Peace. Talk to you guys later. May the force be with you. Remember, if you're not shilling, you're not living.
It's always shilly on Scarif.
And that's the Scuttlebutt.